Hi there, it's Nicole here from Mama Elephant, and today I am sharing a set of snowman gift tags featuring lots of new products from the October release from Mama Elephant. I am focusing, however, on the Wishful Taggins stamp set and dies and pulling in a little bit of the So Many Snowmen stamp set using the individual snowman images for my tags. What I love about tag projects is during the holiday season and generally before the holiday season gets started, so about now, I love being able to create lots of gift tags to have on hand for when I start wrapping gifts. These are great tied to packages, gift bags, other maybe little plates of treats that you give to neighbors, whatever it might be. Maybe you don't always have time to make handmade gifts for everyone on your gift list or your wish, whatever it's called, gift list. But a tag is a fantastic handmade touch that you can put on the present just as a way to express your creativity and to give that handmade touch. I absolutely love doing this, and I often try to find ways to make the tag usable beyond just giving the gift. These maybe are not quite so much because I did stamp the to sentiment on the front of the tags at the end. If you did not do that and maybe just stamped to and from on the back, these could really be used as an ornament or strung together for a banner, whatever it might be. I went ahead and added that to the front of my tag because I added a sentiment to the back. These are small gift tags. A lot of times I'll make bigger ones, but I love these because sometimes you have those little gifts and you need just a small little tag. These are so super fun. The base of this was all created by die cutting the tag shapes from smooth white cardstock. That's going to be the tag front. I am doing some real simple little masking, stamping the So Many Snowmen individual images and accessories on the front of my tags. I have stacks of those shades of blue cardstock. Those are my tag backs. I did pre-die cut everything to save time in the video, so you didn't have to watch me cranking through the tags. There are 3 of each. So there's 3 snowflakes, 3 gift packages, and 3 of the ornament shape. These are not exclusive to tags either. You could add these to cards and scrapbook pages, all kinds of projects. I think they would be amazing strung together as a banner, and maybe put a die cut letter in them. Lots and lots of fantastic ways to use these. So I am going to continue to stamp, add all of my little images here to the fronts of my tags. And once I have that done, I can start coloring these in. In addition to pre-cutting the tag fronts and backs, I have pre-die cut the bows from this. I think the bows are kind of what make these tags so successful. It's a separate piece. I'm die cutting mine from some silver glitter cardstock, but you could die cut it from anything. What is amazing is there's 3 of them in here, and I was able to die cut more of the bows with one pass of the machine, with there being so many of that shape die in this set. But they go and fit right at the top of each of the tags, and they dress it up and make it look like there's this bow, in this case a little silver glittery bow tied to the top of each of these gift tags. And I just really love that little extra step. You definitely wouldn't have to add it if you didn't want to, but that little extra piece just adds so much to the design of this project. I am not creating fancy masks here either. I'm using Post-it tape to just mask off edges or the top or the hat so I can stamp the snowman. I really didn't do anything fancy. You could use the coordinating dies if you didn't want to do any masking. You could stamp them all on a separate piece of paper and die cut them. I really didn't want to do any additional die cutting. That's why I chose to do the masking on the tag front. I am not going to spend too much time on the coloring. I have listed what I'm coloring and the Copic marker colors I used, but I just really quick went in and did super fast coloring for all these snowmen. These are, after all, gift tags. I often do not spend a ton of time on the coloring portion of this. Yes, I want them to be cute and colored, but I don't want to go overboard, if that makes sense. Sometimes I very much go overboard in my card making. You guys will probably say a lot of the time I do. And that is just kind of how I am in my cards. However, in tags, I generally, for the most part, not always, try to keep it really quick and easy, especially when I am creating a bunch like I am here. There are 9 tags in all. And so to keep this process going, I just kind of sped through it pretty quickly. Now I already listed the snowman colors. I'm just going to finish coloring up a couple of them here. I do think I forgot to get the coloring of the broom in the video, and I apologize for that. I was having some technical difficulties this week, quite a few of them in fact, so just to get these up and done was probably good for this week. I have no idea what was going on. It was just a whole string of bad luck, I guess. So I listed those colors. It's only 2 colors of markers, E55 and 57, to color in the broom. Like I said, kept it easy. If the blues on the snowmen get too harsh, I like to take a colorless blender and blend that out. It's not necessarily blending, it's actually moving that ink and kind of spreading it around. And for whatever reason, that really works here and lightens up, especially the face where I don't want the blue to be too harsh. I want there to be that shadowing and shading to give the snowmen some interest. On the backs of all of my tags, I'm going to take greetings now from the Wishful Taggins stamp set and stamp them with Versamark ink right on the center of the tag. There are lots, and they are not limited to Christmas. There are some great ones that would be great for any day. There would be some that would be fantastic for birthday. Wish big, happy birthday, yay for you. With love, make a wish. Any of those could be used for something other than holiday. I did focus on holiday here simply because the holidays are coming and I like to have a nice selection of gift tags before it actually gets here. But don't be limited. This stamp set has some fantastic, you maybe don't want to use the snowflake die for something else, but the gift package would work for anything. I really, really love that. And these can also be used with other tag images you have. They can be used on cards. Lots of ways to use the greetings from this stamp set. I stamped with Versamark and I'm heat embossing with white embossing powder. I am using the Fawn white embossing powder. This is my favorite white embossing powder. I've probably mentioned this before in some past videos, but it bears mentioning again. I have kind of a love-hate relationship with white embossing powder. I love the way it looks, but I think it sometimes is hard to find a really nice, true white embossing powder that stays really crisp. And this white embossing powder is my favorite. I really love it. Another good one is the Altenew white embossing powder. I recommend it as well. Both of them are just fantastic white embossing powders if you like the look of white embossing on dark cardstock. The cardstock colors I'm using for the backs of the tags are all in shades of blue. These are cardstocks from Fawn. I love Fawn cardstock. I'm using Mermaid, Peacock, and Blue Jay, kind of keeping that color family. My feeling is I'm going to try to find a blue wrapping paper or maybe a blue and silver wrapping paper or something like that to use this year, and I thought it would be really awesome with these tags. Now to put my tags back to back, for the snowflake only, I am using Ranger Multi-Matte Medium, and that's simply because of the delicate nature of the tips of the snowflake. I probably wouldn't do this for any of, in fact, the rest of them I'm using a tape runner, but I needed a liquid adhesive for the snowflakes. So I did use the Ranger Multi-Matte Medium. It dries matte, so anything that might come out isn't going to be quite as noticeable because it won't be glossy. Here's another good example of that. And I simply put them back to back, and then I did put a heavy acrylic block on top of them to hold them down while the glue dries. I'm also using that same Ranger Multi-Matte Medium to glue the silver glitter cardstock bows to the top of each, not only on the front of the die cut tag, but the back as well. So it's just as pretty from the front or from the back as it is on the front. You could probably skip this step if that does not matter to you because it is additional die cutting. But like I mentioned, there's 3 of these bow dies in the die collection, so you can die cut more than just one at a time, which saves a lot of time. I decided to stamp the little 2 on the front of each of my tags using black VersaFine ink. And then you can just handwrite who it goes to there on the front. And I will finish by threading through some aqua twine through the top of each and knotting it, and this makes the perfect little gift set. So fantastic. I think you could package it in a little handmade box and that would be cute as well. Thanks for joining me today for these Wishful Taggins tags featuring the stamp set and die from Mama Elephant. The supplies I used are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Here are a couple more videos featuring Mama Elephant that you might be interested in. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.